Tennessee Titans fans, it is that time of the week where we hop on Reddit to see what some Tennessee Titans fans are saying about what's going on in the organization as we are just a few weeks away from the draft. I've got one post that I'm going to read from the Two Tone Talk Reddit page. There's a link to that page in the video description and the pinned comment below. And I would appreciate you going and signing up for that Reddit page and posting on there, because those posts are guaranteed to get read on this segment every week. The rest of the posts will be from the Tennessee Titans Reddit page. Here's the one from Two Tone Talk. Could Cam be the next great rookie quarterback? I know it might sound a bit crazy, but I really think Cam Ward has what it takes to be an amazing rookie quarterback. If he can live up to the hype people have for him, he could really shine. The film from Miami and Washington State show off his incredible pocket poise. He definitely has the potential and fundamentals to be a great quarterback, even though those so-called analysts say he's not that great. If he can work on his habit of playing a bit too much hero ball, I truly believe he'll do great. Does anyone else just have this gut feeling that this guy is going to be great right away? Well, I'm not going to jinx it by saying he's going to be great right away. I know we've seen what Jaden Daniels did last year. That's, in my opinion, the exception and not the rule. I mean, we all know not every rookie is going to come in and just do what Jaden Daniels or what even C.J. Stroud did his rookie year in Houston. You're not going to do that. A lot of times, I would be happy to see kind of what Denver saw with Bo Nix last year. Just a promising young quarterback getting better and better every week. I would be fine with that. But yeah, I don't think there are necessarily analysts who are saying that Cam's not going to be good. I don't really see that much. I see analysts talking about how good he's probably going to be. And I do think there's a lot to be excited about with him. But just remember, just because of what we've seen with Jaden Daniels and C.J. Stroud, who come in and do abnormally well in their rookie year, it doesn't always go like that. In fact, most of the time it doesn't. But what I want to see is a young guy making some exciting plays, getting better and better every single week, no matter what the record is. Here's this meme from the head coach's photo. He's right behind me, isn't he? And that is, of course, Brian Callahan on the bottom row, and then right above him up there is Mike, by God, Vrabel. Everybody was talking about how Brian Callahan just looks absolutely miserable in that photo. Well, I mean, think about the season that the Titans had last year. I'd be miserable too. But, it is ironic that Callahan and Vrabel ended up that close to each other in the head coach's photo. The head coach's photo is always a doozy. It's always one of the more awkward photos you'll see. Throwbacks. So this is in response, I'm assuming, to all of the debate about throwback jerseys. The Titans announced that they're switching to the light blue as their primary color as opposed to the dark blue, and they announced that they will no longer be wearing the Houston Oiler throwbacks. And a lot of fans are mad about that. On one hand, I understand that the Oiler throwbacks are nice. They look really good. They're very retro. But if the Titans are looking to go, and I hope this is the direction they're going eventually, maybe when they get to that new stadium, I would like for that to become the throwback uniforms. Bring back the early 2000s, late 90s Steve McNair, Eddie George, Tennessee Titans. The white helmets, what we just saw already X'd it out, but the picture of Eddie there. Bring back that uniform as the throwback uniform as opposed to Houston Oilers. I'd be fine with that. I would be fine with making that the retro throwback look for the Titans, personally. I wanted to post this one, actually, because this was somebody's response to another post that was made. Somebody was asking for a good place to find good Tennessee Titans content. And good blank Earl responded and said, I like two-tone talk. He seems pretty down to earth and is pretty responsive with content and news. Bazinga! Thank you, Earl. Appreciate the shout out on Tennessee Titans Reddit. Appreciate everybody that listens to Two Tone Talk, watches the videos, listens to the podcast every Monday. And then once the season starts, we do every Monday and Friday. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate the love and appreciate all of the support over these last couple of years. Here's another funny meme for you. First of all, phenomenal cartoon, Dexter's Laboratory. And he is urging Cam Ward to do a little rebuilding right there. That gave me a giggle. Listen, first of all, phenomenal cartoon, Dexter's Laboratory. I mean, listen, they say don't get your hopes too high, don't be unrealistic in your expectations. And I know we haven't drafted him yet. Let's not, just assume things, but for all intents and purposes, it is looking like Cam Ward is going to be the pick for the Titans. And, I know we hate being let down like we were let down with Will Levis. We were let down with Marcus. But when your team drafts a guy number 1 overall to come in and play quarterback, it's time to, whether it's what the pick you would have made or not, it's time to get on board. It's time to get on board and buy in. Like, life is too short to sit around here expecting the worst from that pick. If they draft Cam Ward, I don't care if you were team Abdul Carter. I don't care if you were team Shedeur Sanders. I don't care if you were team trade back. If and when they draft Cam Ward with the first pick in the draft, it's time for everybody to get on board. It's time to be united. It is time to get on board and let's rebuild this thing and let's build it around Cam Ward. Let's have faith that he's going to be the next big thing. Let's have faith that he's going to be the guy that helps guide us out of this wilderness that we've been in. That's what we have to do. Like Dexter right there, like Dexter's Laboratory. We have to say, come on, Cam, stunt on these you-know-whats. This is an interesting post not related to Cam Ward. Legarius Sneed, Hammerhead 316, says, our new GM has demonstrated quite clearly, tongue twisted there, that he values guys who can stay healthy and stay on the field. While we don't know the extent of Sneed's injury this past season, it very much so felt like he gave up in the eyes of the fan base. I can't help but wonder if there are trade talks to send him somewhere he wants, while we also don't completely lose out by trading for him in the first place. While I'm quite sure he will be on this roster come the start of the season, I think it's worthy of off-season discussion. I mean, maybe, but I first of all, I personally don't view it as though he quit. I don't think the fan base should view it as though Legarius Sneed quit. I think he was hurt. I think he was very frustrated. I think that Brian Callahan, I believe it was telling the truth in that he had an injury that they thought was going to keep him out for a few weeks, and it just kept getting worse, and it was more in depth than they thought. I personally don't view it as though Legarius Sneed quit. I view it as he got hurt. It was worse than they thought. And then maybe toward the end, once the Titans were awful and, they saw no point in throwing him back out there, let's get Jarvis Brownlee the reps. I think it was something like that. I don't view it as though Legarius Sneed quit on the team. I also don't, I think they still have high hopes for Legarius Sneed. They said that he would be ready for training camp. They got rid of Cheeto Awuzie. They have high hopes for Jarvis Brownlee. I'm not saying the Titans secondary and DBs and stuff is just in great shape, but I think it's one of the in better shape groups of the team right now. Like with Sneed, Brownlee, McCreary, Monty Hooker, and Xavier Woods, and they'll bring in probably another rookie safety or something. And they got Darrell Baker who did well for them on waivers last year. The secondary room is at least stable right now. I don't think it would be smart to get rid of Legarius Sneed. I think you just have to hope that he turns it around. Last but not least, this is the one we just looked at, but this one, look at this person posted from the Football Forever Instagram. This is insinuating that the Titans should trade with the Indianapolis Colts for the first pick and let the Colts take Cam Ward, and we will take Anthony Richardson, their first rounder, a fifth rounder this year, and then their first rounder next year.